Seamus Heaney's poem, Digging, is a reflective and evocative piece that explores themes of heritage, identity, and the connection between past and present. The poem serves as both a personal meditation and a tribute to the labor of Heaney's forefathers, using the act of digging as a central metaphor to examine the speaker's own place in this lineage. The poem opens with the speaker observing his father's and grandfather's skillful work in the garden and the field. The father is depicted as an experienced and hard-working figure, digging with expertise, while the grandfather's memory is evoked through a sense of respect for his laborious work. This introduction sets the stage for the poem's exploration of manual labor and its significance in the speaker's life. Heaney uses vivid imagery to describe the physicality of digging. The speaker describes the rhythmic sounds and the sensory experience of the work, capturing the texture and effort involved. This imagery not only highlights the physical labor but also underscores the deep connection between the land and the people who work it. The poem transitions to the speaker's own reflection on his identity and profession. Unlike his forefathers, the speaker is not engaged in manual labor but is a writer. He contrasts his own work with the digging done by his father and grandfather, highlighting a sense of distance between his intellectual pursuits and the physical labor of his ancestors. Despite this distance, the speaker acknowledges the value and significance of the work done by his forefathers. He reflects on the skill and dedication involved in their labor, recognizing that it forms an important part of his heritage. This acknowledgement of the past connects the speaker to his roots and underscores the respect he holds for the manual work that preceded his own career. The metaphor of digging serves as a central theme in the poem, symbolizing both the physical act of labor and the process of writing. The speaker sees his own writing as a form of digging, where he delves into the past, explores deep themes, and uncovers truths. This metaphor connects his intellectual work with the physical labor of his ancestors, suggesting a continuity between different forms of work and creativity. Heaney's use of language and imagery enhances the poem's reflective tone. The poem's structure, with its detailed descriptions and contemplative reflections, mirrors the process of digging itself. Layer by layer, the speaker uncovers and examines the connections between his own work and that of his forefathers. The poem also touches on themes of heritage and tradition. By reflecting on his father's and grandfather's labor, the speaker explores the significance of maintaining connections with one's roots and acknowledging the contributions of previous generations. This theme is central to the poem's exploration of identity and the relationship between past and present. In the final stanzas, the speaker resolves to honor his heritage through his own work. He acknowledges that while he may not dig in the traditional sense, he will continue to engage in his own form of digging through writing. This resolution highlights the speaker's sense of responsibility to carry forward the legacy of his ancestors in a way that is true to his own talents and passions. Digging, by Seamus Heaney, is a poignant exploration of heritage, identity, and the connection between past and present. Through vivid imagery and metaphor, Heaney reflects on the significance of manual labor in his family's history and contrasts it with his own work as a writer. The poem honors the legacy of his forefathers while affirming the value of his own creative endeavors, ultimately celebrating the continuity of labor and creativity across generations.